This is just a video on how to make the or the general construction techniques used in the Sunslate array frame. Although this is a good cheap way of making general, regular, conventional type photovoltaic module frames. All the wood, with a couple of exceptions, are 2" by 4" boards. In the case of these verticals, those are all everything in contact with the ground, which includes the verticals and support legs, are pressure treated. The horizontal things that the modules are actually mounted to, those are not. Partly because pressure treated wood can warp in certain cases, partly because when I went to get the lumber for this, they didn't have enough really nice, straight, pressure treated boards. Although for ultra super durability, and if you can find ones that haven't warped, or if you're able to correct that, then it would probably be a good idea to make the verticals, or make the horizontals out of pressure treated wood as well. The leg supports are made of a pair of 6" 2" by 4" board cutoffs, which are mounted on either side of the vertical, and then the leg slots into a pocket formed by them, and then there's a wood screw on either side that holds the leg in place. And that is how all of the verticals are, and that is how all the support legs are mounted. Then in the case of this frame, because due to the particular circumstances of wiring of that I needed, because I needed 10 module strings, on top of the regular frame is mounted a little ancillary frame that holds up a pair of Sunslates. That frame is, because it only has to hold up about 13 pounds or so, is constructed of 2" by 3" boards. And that is just simply mounted onto the regular frame, screwed into the horizontals, and then it continues up for the necessary length required to support one Sunslate. Although this frame could be constructed without that upper thing, with just strings of with just 3 rows of 6 modules each. And that could be either a 12-volt array, if all the strings were just wired in, if each string of 6 modules was wired in a parallel, or it could be as an 18-volt with 2 groups of 9, or it could be wired as a 36-volt nominal array with just all of the Sunslates wired in series. Although, because I only have one maximum power point charge controller that can handle a 36-volt nominal input, and that's being used for the QS solar modules, which are going to remain down here, I did not wire it like that. And because this, I'm just temporarily decommissioning the Sunslate array, partly because right now I'm using very little off of the solar system, and so the extra capacity simply isn't needed. And also because of the electromagnetic pulse threat from the world's favorite homicidal, sword-rattling muHAMmadans in Iran. So, yeah. Because there's a great deal of debate whether or not these things can be damaged by an electromagnetic pulse, but better be call it safe than have the things ganked by an electromagnetic pulse and be out $20 and not being able to replace them.